how many times have we heard this from a lot of people telling us, right, that this is your fate, you can't do this, you give up, right, whatever. And why am I showing this? Because I, I generally feel that the hurdles that we in WonderHero, we need to overcome, these things that we are trying to overcome are relevant to our everyday lives, our family, our job, our career, our health. Each one of us from all over the world, in all these different countries, we are facing different difficulties. And we all have to overcome tough hurdles to become better. That is life. Now, we only have two options. We can easily make a choice to sway away and escape from problems. Or we can choose to embrace it, understand the problems, painstakingly solve them, face it head on, and overcome them with courage. To our community members and players who came back to play the game, to support us after the hack, thank you for your trust and your belief. I have something to say. Some of you are cancer survivors, stroke survivors, your family's undying pillar, or making ends meet, or even overcoming COVID. You showed us the way to do it. You are the real Wonder Heroes. You are our inspiration and also the source of our courage to move forward. We'd like to thank you. We'd like to thank the whole entire community to be part of our journey. As a team, I want to declare that our resolve has only gotten stronger. We will not complain about circumstances, no matter how stray the problems are. Our heads are bloody, but unbowed. It matters not how straight the gate, how difficult the path beholds. We will overcome it together as a community. We will demonstrate the essence of our finesse to bring WonderHero to greater heights, to the point where our past accomplishments looks diminished. Hold your breath. We are coming.
諦めてしまったらそこでゲームが終了する。
Now, without further ado, let's go on to the agenda that we'll be covering today. Right, so we have 12 subjects to cover, right? About the schedule, upcoming WND burn, the smart contracts that will be listed tomorrow, the new upgraded bridging solution, airdrop compensation for everybody, the new LP pool, and WonderHero 2.0 proof of power, what is it about? The new staking mechanism, basically more rewards, the NFT refinement feature that we're adding in, the infinite war, U system 2.0 that we are calling WonderYield, and the WND Universe expansion. Now let's go to the first one, token issuance. Now, so originally the token issuance is supposed to be on 20th of April 2022. We are going to postpone that to 20th of May 2022. Right, these token issuance are mainly for private sale investors, advisors, and ecosystem categories, right? So we will only issue to them on 20th of May. This is to ensure that the team has enough time for security checks and for the interests of the WND long-term ecosystem. For the ecosystem tokens that will be issued on 20th of May, it's 1 million WND tokens, and we're going to burn them all. This is to show the team's commitment towards the long-term goals of the game, which means the supply of WND will get lesser. So on 28th of April 2022, right, we're going to launch the new WND smart contracts. We have already passed the CERTIC audit, And then we also list on Pancake Swap tomorrow, 20th of April, right? So stay tuned to our Twitter, our Telegram for the announcement of the time, and then everything is back to normal again. Right. The next thing is we're going to have upgraded bridging solution. It's going to happen on 29th of April, 2022, of course. Right. So that's in 2 days' time. That has also passed the certing audit. With regards to the certing audit, we will also put it online. Everyone can go and check it out. Having said that, right, to mitigate about this, to understand about this, right, I have to say that the team and we have put in so much thought to hassle this out and not taking any shortcuts on this. Yeah. And this, I'm sorry that we took so long, but this is the fastest that we can in the safest way, right? We want the game to be safe and secure for everyone to enjoy. And now it's happening. Thank you for your patience. We will mitigate the current risk of the WND minting that exists during the cross-chain token withdrawal. We'll adopt a transfer method using a token withdrawal pool. This will enable us to control the amount of WND token in the pool at any point of time. And then we'll also deploy real-time monitoring of the WND minting on the BNB chain and reinforcing it with a time lock and secondary audit mechanism. What this secondary audit mechanism is an internal process that is it's basically against hackers. Right? The time lock mechanism will prevent hackers withdrawing from the token pool immediately, giving our team time to prevent damage from taking place. And then the last thing is we'll improve the development team system and processes, as well as giving the risk control team more power to decide against major technical risks by implementing a veto system. As you can see, by implementing a veto system means even if there are critical situations, we can come into play to stop it. We have already set up steps and processes to ensure that this is a tough nut to crack for hackers. Right. So next, airdrop compensation. Right. So on the 20th of April, which is tomorrow, unannounced time, we will put it up on Twitter and Telegram. So stay tuned, everybody. Right. So it will be done, and then it will be done to the wallet holders before the block of 16731166. And with regards to Gate.io token holders, we will work closely on the airdrop. And for those that purchase WND after the block of 16731166, which is after the hack, despite us constantly reminding not to purchase, right? We will not airdrop to anyone who bought it after the hack. For Trust Wallet holders, you have no issues receiving the airdrop. But nonetheless, you can always go to our website and then go to our Zendesk to send an inquiry about your airdrop or your unclaimed tokens or anything like that. All right, so we have staff ready um, to address your issues, and you don't have to send a second time again because I also get to see the Zendesk inquiries over as well, and none of them, I assure you, none of them are forgotten, right? And we have KPIs by other colleagues to ensure that they do fulfill them, right? So do not worry about it. Next up, the WND-BNB pool, right? So again, it's also tomorrow, the time to be announced. We will airdrop the new LP tokens to those liquidity providers before the block of 16731166, and we will also airdrop the same amount of LP tokens to create our pool, the same amount, right? And then we also target to list at that same price as well. The stakers on our earn website, right? WonderHero.io/earn. The stakers of those LP tokens, don't worry, you will get airdrop the same amount of LP to replace yours. And the earn WND are totally unaffected. Okay, but if there's anything that isn't right, do send us the Zendesk inquiry. With all these things that are happening, I would like to remind the community to stay vigilant for scammers and protect each other. Like let's remind each other and then highlight, together in the Telegram group, in the Discord group. Hey, so and so say they are admin or whatever, right? Sound out in the community as soon as we detect any suspicious behavior, and we are all here. We have to remember, right? We are all here to have fun, to play and earn this wonderful game. Right, so with that note, I would like to say kudos to our Wonder Captains who have been sweating it out since the hack to address everyone's concerns, no matter how repeated the questions are. Right, so, as a community together, let's give the Wonder Captains a round of applause, right? Well done, guys. Thank you for your patience, right? And a lot of questions are repeated, but we as a community, we really appreciate your dedication or service to the community. Right? Everybody has a part to play. All right, so now we're going to talk about WonderHero 2.0 and what it is all about. Now, the team and I, we have been planning this for the longest time, right? We have like solution A, B, C, D, E, F, G all the way. And, we keep rejecting all of them because it just doesn't make sense. It's just not good enough. And also, I really appreciate a lot of our community members, Wonder Captains, a lot of our guilds, to give us a lot of very strong feedbacks, like really, really good feedbacks. I really appreciate it. We have all put it into our appendix and cross-referencing it and then putting it into the math to see how it works. And then we are very proud to say we are going to announce about the proof of power, in short POP. And this is going to be launched somewhere in mid to end May, which is just next month, very soon. So basically, WonderHero will launch its new Play to Earn Economics 2.0 surrounding the subject of proof of power, POP in short. The new economics will be an overhaul for how players contribute and earn in the game. We are currently working with key partners like PokerStarter, key guilds as well for feedback and optimization. But these are the things that we can say for now, right? The key highlights will be number one, upgrading our NFTs to get power, consuming HON token to partake in PvP battles and getting power, and then earning HON and WND or WND from power pool. All right, so let me explain a little bit more about this. Right, so with regards to the first point, right, you upgrade your NFT, you get power. I think that's very straightforward. Right, consuming HON to partake in PvP battles and getting power. Let me explain this to you. Say for example, I'm in the silver ranking this week, right? And then Mary is also in silver ranking. So, we decided to play PvP. So I put in 5 HON to play in the PvP, and Mary also put 5 HON in the PvP. And coincidentally, we got matched up together. Now the PvP pool between us is 10 HON. And then after battling, Mary has won. And so in this case, Mary won 8 HON tokens, and the balance 2 tokens are burnt. Right, so this is to ensure that HON tokens get reduces time and time again, right? And so for me, even though I lost, I got power because I participated in PvP. But for Mary, she got more power because not only did she partake in PvP, she won as well, so she got more power. And then with this power, we have a power ranking, and then at the end of the day, you can see how much you can earn in terms of HON or WND from the power pool. And the power pool will be very transparent to show the amount of tokens to be won and the number of participants as well. Right? But why are we doing this, and what does this mean, right? In terms of proof of power, very simple. We are driving towards rewarding players with mastery of the game. This is to eradicate zombie farmers and to further reward those who contribute to the game. It has to be this way. So what does it so like what's the meaning of this, right? We will lose some users who are after short-term games, but because of losing these users, the ecosystem will become much healthier. And therefore current players can stand to earn better quality of tokens. Right? So when we have some users leaving, and then we have a healthier ecosystem. Because of the mastery of the game by the existing users, they get to earn better quality of tokens. With that, your return on investment, the ROI is better, your play to earn income is better, and with that, natural word of mouth will be there. More players will start to come in because of that, and because of these new players that come in, some of them will leave as well, right? Because maybe it's not for them, or proof of power is not for them, etc. And then the cycle goes on, right? We lose some players, we get more players, we lose some players, we get more players, right? And then we are excited to see the ROI of existing players after the POP launch, and the team will be watching the data closely and listening to feedback on a daily basis. And we once we analyze the data and we are good to go, we will be ready to scale. Up to now, we have not scaled at all, right? We have been constantly engaging with our community in terms of the play to earn economics, gameplay, bugginess, polygon congestion, etc. But we are close to getting towards the scaling stage and the growth stage, um, slowly but surely. Next up, in terms of the WND and WND-BNB LP, we will be doing flexible terms for lock staking to enjoy higher APY pool, right? So say for example, we will have options, for example, 3 months locking, 6 months locking, or 12 months locking, and then you'll get higher APY. And then if you, let's say if you're locked for 3 months, but you choose to withdraw within 1 month, then there'll be some forfeiture of some tokens, and this forfeiture of the tokens will then be contributed to the pool for the existing stakers. And what does this mean? So basically, right, as you can see from this new staking mechanism, we are seeking to decrease the amount of circulating supply and therefore create a win-win for long-term WND holders. Right, so with lesser supply, I think WND will have a healthier state, especially with the proof of power, with more consumption as well. Right, so we are going to be in a healthier state, in a healthier ecosystem. Next up is the NFT Refinement. We are launching that in mid-May as well, and that gives new life into existing 4 to 5 star NFTs. And players can spend HON or WND to refine your NFT stats, attribute, or activate new stats. So, and then we have a new in-game shop function to purchase this refinement chips. And then, so those that, for example, those that have 4 to 5 star NFTs, even with one stats that they think is useless, now you have a chance to reborn them as a raging phoenix, right? Or you have an NFT with 3 attack stats that you want to turn the last stats to attack 2, you can try your luck with NFT refinement. Okay, right. So next up, what does the in-game shop function? Uh, what are the items to buy, right? So this is an example. As you can see, we have augment plugin refinement chip refinement pack. I'm going to explain it. So the refinement chip over here is to reroll every stats on the NFT in one go. So say if you have 3 stats and you bought this and they use it, all 3 stats will be rerolled randomly. Right, so what's the advanced refinement chip here? It's basically, for the same example, you have 3 stats, but one of the stats you like it a lot, so you can buy this item to lock it, and then you use the refinement chip, and this too will get refined, right? And then if you, let's say if you have 3 stats, you only want to refine 1, so you have to buy 2 advanced refinement chip to lock this 2, and then you can refine the third one. It's quite simple. So the refinement packs here, refinement pack, advanced refinement pack, premium, supreme, basically is to let you buy these chips in bulk. And the last one, augment chip, augment plugin, is basically if your NFT has less than 4 stats, you can use this to add stats on your NFT up to a maximum of 4, right? So say if your NFT only have 1 stat, okay, so you buy it, use it, now it has 2 stats. The second one is randomized for sure, and then you can buy another one, you can add again the third stat, and then you can buy another one, and then you can edit the fourth stat. The fourth stat is the maximum, right? So this is very exciting. It gives new life to 4 to 5 star NFTs, and I'm sure your question is about what about 3 star? So 3 star don't have this option. This gives quality and scarcity to 4 to 5 star items as well, and it gives more demand to that as well. And then for those of you that want to try it out, you can use the 3 star NFT to burn it as well and possibly get the Wonder Box. Next up is the Infinite War. It's currently under development already. And basically, Infinite War is a game mode which is accessible when players reaches the account level of 7. The game mode does not rely on the players' team lineup. The players will play this mode without their team lineup and pick upgrade options for every battle they win. Battle ends when they lose, and then they will collect the reward, which is the Infinite War box. All right, so the restructured rewards system is basically when you go into higher tiers, you get better rewards. I'm sure a lot of our users feedback about this previously before, and then so we have adjusted this. So in order to enter Infinite War, you have to purchase tickets first using tokens to enter Infinite War. And then after winning each battle, the player can reroll their upgrade options before proceeding to the next battle. But then you have to buy all these tickets before entering the Infinite War. Because previously we have syncing issues, and this is our solution to address that. And then, when it comes to passing different tiers and then you losing at different tiers, for example, you result in winning different tier Infinite War box. All right, so that's already under development. We do expect it to be launched real soon. And then I think Fang just now asked about assist mode, right? So we have Infinite War, we have assist mode that's coming out as well. But then Infinite War, I put it over here under this EMA announcement because it's very close already, right? So after we have launched Infinite War, I think you can stay tuned for the assist mode announcement on when it's released. One thing at a time. All right, next up, this is the bomb. WonderYield, the play-to-earn economic hub that automate income, measure, track play-to-earn performance all in real time. Okay, so I have to say, as you guys would know, since 26th of January, since we launched the U system, we were very surprised that we are actually the first in the world to do this live with game launch. Right, so in total, we have so many guilds: Poker Starter Gaming Guild, YGGC, Merit Circle, Impact Guild, Guild 5, Meta Pack, YGG India, YGG CIS, CRE NFT, Tavern DAO, GGG, Quad Horn, LFG, Jelly Labs, Dakila Australia, Meta Gaming Guild, Limitless Guild, Ranker DAO, coinsessions.gg, and many more actually, because I didn't have enough space. But we have a total of 60 guilds on the U system with a total of 6,000 over scholars already. And this, we have done a run of feedback session with a lot of our guilds in the last 2 weeks, and we got nothing but praises that saved them a lot of time, and it's one of the best, if not the best, they have ever used. My team and I, we took the courage to do this system out because it solves our problem. And indeed, it solved because the numbers doesn't lie. We have 6,000 over scholars within 2 months. That's a impressive track record given our play to earn economics state today. And we still have more guilds coming in due to the use system. All right. So what does this mean? This means that this is truly a good system for guilds to manage their scholars in real time, get commission settlement in real time, get the reports in real time as well, right? So that's useful. And so what we're going to do is we're going to launch this next quarter in Q3 in the middle, and we're going to do it in the form of WonderU, which is U System 2.0. We will target to integrate 2 games, and which means, for example, now the WonderU is already integrated with WonderHero. We have guild masters, we have guild masters getting scholars to come and play the game, right? We know that. Now we will also target 2 other games to integrate to, right? I don't know which are they because we are still finding the answer. We're still seeking in collaborations and integration difficulty to analyze. But at the end of the day, when we have these two games that are integrated, the guilds that are already on these games can also use the WonderYield system to access it and to manage their scholars. In order to do that, these guilds will have to hold 5,000 WND tokens to open a guild master account. They have to pay 5 WND tokens to open one scholar account. And games they want to promote to existing guilds and players, they have to hold 10,000 WND tokens. Right? So the MVP is in middle of Q3, and this adds more utility to WND. Right? So we can see WND supply getting lesser due to the staking mechanism that we have, due to the proof of power that we have. The consumption is going to go up, the ecosystem is going to be healthier. And then with WonderYield, which is an extension of using WND token as well, integrated into two games and more, right? We look at this, the state of it, the speed of it. If we can make it faster, of course, we want to integrate to 5 or 10 games for sure, right? But then if you're talking about MVP, we're looking at 2 first, and then we'll see how it goes. You guys already know the state of the team, right? We are damn fast, all right? So we'll try our best to make sure that we still provide the quality experience as well when we do all these launches. But what this entire thing means is that we're going to have more guilds, more players, more games accessing to the WonderYield system and using WND tokens. This is the bomb. Next up, the ecosystem. Let's talk about this. Okay, so using WonderYield, which is the play to earn economic hub, games will now have direct promotions to players and easy access to guilds. Then they also can invite guilds and players for free trial via WonderYield for zero cost. And then for guilds, basically you can use this free trial as a scholar trial system to see which scholars are better for which game at no cost, which is a perfect situation. And for public players, we have real-time play to earn commission, we have a Web3 gamer profile, and the data belongs to you. And we have income dashboard for you as a public player. Isn't that fantastic? You get to see how you play in X Infinity, WonderHero, Pegasi, Illuvium, etc., as time goes by. Isn't that fantastic? Right, for KOLs, or maybe I can't say for other games, but I can say for us, right? So, like there are some KOLs we paid and then they did some video and that's about it. They disappeared and after that they don't care, right? They're not long term. But there are also a lot of YouTubers, a lot of key opinion leaders, they are creating a lot of videos about WonderHero. Why? Because they just simply love the game, right? It's fun, right? The characters are cute, the animation is awesome, like many wonderful things about it, as well as a storyline as well. And it's about the ranking of the leadership board as well. These KOLs are not paid, right? They're just doing it part of passion, but we should reward them with passion, right? Right. So moving forward, right, the KOLs can put a referral link, WND referral link. So every time they get a user registered due to their videos, they get paid in WND. Isn't that wonderful? Right. Obviously, with more WND that they're paid, we can track it in our system and they will be able to get verified as a Web3 KOL. They have their they have their profile that's for them. And then obviously with this profile, more games will approach them because they are verified, right? They do the real work due to passion, right? So this is how it actually works. Win-win for everybody, which is why we call it an economic hub. For guilds, right? So we still have the standard fluid guild management system with comprehensive income dashboard, right? But obviously we're going to improve that a lot. And then we have guild ranking position, and then more importantly, guilds is going to be able to scale a lot faster. Let me quote you an example. So for guilds, they have a public page to show their average yield they got as a guild for different games with X amount of scholars. And for those that are higher with higher yield, for example, that will attract a lot of investors and NFT holders that have, for example, WonderHero NFTs, but they don't want to play the game and they are lazy to set up a scholarship program. They can provide the NFT pool to the guilds for them to access to their scholars. I'm sure most guilds have a waiting list. they can just pass it to your scholars to play the game, and then from there they can share the returns, right? And this means guilds can scale very, very quickly. This is going to change everything. This doesn't. This is not just limited to guilds. If you are a player, for example, and you're earning goods due to the proof of power in WonderHero, for example, or even the other two games that we're going to integrate, and due to your income dashboard, we have a Web3 gamer profile to show your income as well. So when you have gotten very good returns, investors and NFT holders will also approach you to provide NFT to you, and then you can actually expand your playership or getting your friends or your cousins to play the game, right? So public players get to stand from this as well. Just some teaser for you guys, right? So if you look from the right to the left, when you play the game, we will store the information. For example, in X Infinity, in WonderHero, Pegasi, we'll store in the folder. It will all put in NFT that belongs to you. And in your NFT, you have a special avatar in which you can redeem from active game performance. For example, when you complete the entire PvP in WonderHero, for example, right? And then you redeem avatar, a limited avatar. That is your avatar that you can sell on our WonderYield market. And on top of that, we will open to design studios to mint WonderAvatar NFTs for sale. And then for every one of you that is already playing WonderHero, you definitely get your own WonderPassport for free, right? So the WonderPassport is basically your own profile, for example, your nickname, your email, maybe not your email, right? And then you will show your roles. Like for example, you're a trainer in Impact Guild, and you're a player in all these games. These are the games that you played. This is the returns you got, the tokens that you earn, USDT value estimate, right? So it's all there. And then you will earn badges as you play more games. For example, when you got top 10 in silver ranking in WonderHero, for example, you get a badge, right? So these are going to be all inside your WonderPassport, which is inside your NFT, and the data belongs to you. Welcome to Web3, guys. And then with this information, you can find guilds. Again, this is a sample illustration, right? You can find guilds, you can apply just like LinkedIn application, because all information belongs to you. When you apply, they'll be able to see what category are you and stuff like that. Awesome, isn't it, guys? All right, so how it works. All right, so with the existing ecosystem, it really works. So, I'll skip that. But how does game offer free trial to guilds and players, basically? So basically, our games will become the guild masters. They'll set up their own guild master account. They'll have the NFTs in their own custody, and they will offer free 7 days or 14 days trial to guild masters and players, right? So guild masters, when they got the 14 days free trial, they will have the in-game access. They'll pass it to the scholars, and then the scholars will play the game and then test it out, and they'll feedback to the guild and say, sir, this game is not fun, it's buggy, we should not play it, blah blah blah, right? So you save the cost for guild masters. But then if it's fun, the ROI is good. For example, guild masters can also feedback and say, hey, we want to buy your NFT, it's good, the trial is good, right? So that's how we do the free trial to guilds and players. And also guilds can use it to qualify which of the scholars are good for this game before they actually commit to buy NFTs, right? So it's win for the game, win for the guild, win for the players too. All right, so last of all, um, when you hear all this news, right, basically is the expansion of the WND universe, right? So with the WND universe, actually, sorry, before that, I just want to say, right, I think all things happen for a reason. The lion is out of the cage now, right? We are really breaking out of our Genkai, which is the limit. And the world is our stage. And we're gonna go all out to expand the WND universe. I mean, things happen and we're gonna move forward. And this is our courage, this is our bravery, and this is how we're gonna do it. Right, so with the WND universe, um, we're gonna create WonderGameFi.com by Gamichi Labs, which is the developer of WonderHero. And this GameFi ecosystem platform is meant to connect to all games, guilds, and players. And the first two products are WonderHero, our flagship play-to-earn mobile RPG game using WND token. And then our second product is WonderYield.io, which is a guild management system that automates play-to-earn income streams to a wallet. It is a play-to-earn economic hub to let guilds and gamers to measure play-to-earn performance as well as tracking game NFT assets and ROI all in real time. Again, the utilities of WonderHero is all in WND tokens. And then we have more products that are coming up under Gamichi Labs that is in the plans. And so now you know the team ever since the hack, even before the hack, we have all been hassling to get things done and to move forward. And for all of you supporters that have been hanging on, coming back after the hack as well, holding on to a WND or HON, now you can see our plans. And this is going to be a lot bigger. All right, so as you can see, we plan a huge comeback, and the future is really exciting. I will open up to the questions, and again, this is not your standard AMA, so there's no rewards for questions. This is really for pure community fans. So Dynamite GG asks, so you will be WND as a company and develop products for other games? No, that's not. No, that's not what we're saying. So basically, we are going to be the guild management software using WonderYield.io. And then if other games want to connect to us and other guilds want to use this to manage their scholars on other games, they have to buy WND and hold. You get it? Okay, right. So Talon asking us how will the price be affected once trading is active again? Well, you tell me. Right after hearing all this, you tell me. Zest Kai, our good friend, number one legendary player, like literally on the legendary rank. Will there be free tickets each day and we pay HON for extra tickets? Or all people should pay HON for tickets? All right, you got to pay HON for tickets. All people. It applies to everyone. Right? This is to ensure that the consumption of HON goes up. Victor Eres asked, what about new heroes? Heroes balance, sets balance, more stages, new content. Oh man, this Victor, I can tell you're a huge fan. Right, so our focus right now is to release the Infinite War, right, which is a new game feature, and then as well as release the assist mode. After that, we'll take a look at the data. Um, Again, our key target is to make the ecosystem healthier, ensure that ROI gets more quality as well, and then we'll move on from there. But I get where you're coming from. Okay, we really want to have more content too. Wonder Cloud asked a very good question. What about guild versus guild? Okay, good question, right? So basically, we are discussing with a few key partners with regards to establishing GVG tournaments and leagues as well, right? Obviously, due to the hack, we got to refocus on our product, our community, and the security. But we have a bigger team now, by the way. I think the next time we have an AMA, we're gonna have a fireside chat where we will have a fireside chat between me and a game director that we're going to be having on board that have 15 years of experience as well. And we also have somebody from Blizzard Overwatch joining our team full time as well. He's going to be in as well for the fireside chat, and everybody is going to ask more questions about that too. The message from um, Ken's Gaming, right? The nickname. Please consider to not adding the betting for the game, right? There's no betting, right? So, but then I hear you. It's forbidden, yeah, and we're not gonna go anywhere near. All right. Kaila's crypto Seaport, our friend from Seaport Gaming Guild. Will you have in-game chat specifically for someone who want to fight the other players so they can find the match opponent and measure their true strength and skill? Whew. A man of substance. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to do that. We're not going to have in-game chat. It's just a new product altogether. There's so many more things we want to do that's more exciting. Um, Unfortunately, you have to establish the in-game chat in Discord and Telegram as well, right? I think a lot of players in the Discord matching up with each other to compete. I mean, I welcome every one of you to add Kai as a friend and see how you match up as well. Alejandra Alaves asked a very good question. How can we assure that by doing reroll we'll get better stats? There's no assurance on that. It's random, and so you just have to keep rerolling until you can go lower than your original. You can go higher, right? So there's no assurance on that. There's no guarantee on that, which is why it's called random reroll, right? Or will this be like the NFT burning that you might get with worse NFTs? Oh, yes, you might get a worse NFT, right? So if you're uncomfortable with taking that risk, then don't reroll, right? As a scholar, do we need to buy a ticket to join Infinity War or will be provided by our guild in that? All right, so in our youth system, basically there's a game account with WND and HON that you as a scholar can tap into, right? So when you want to buy the ticket for the Infinite War, you can just straight away buy because it taps on the game account, right? So unless you're telling me that your guild master always make sure that the HON and WND game account is always zero, then in that case you have to request directly with your guild master and say, hey, I want to play Infinite War. Can you give me the ticket? Can you buy the ticket so that I want to play, right? So but that's quite rare because I do understand most guilds have maintained 20 to 30% account balance inside the game account inside the use system. Tartan Patricio asked, what happens to your upgrades paid for when you do NFT stats reroll? Does it reset to level 1? Yeah, it does reset. That's why I mentioned you need to buy the advanced one to lock it up so that when you reroll, the locked one is the one that you want to keep and the other stats get rerolled. Right, good question though. Um, all right, so Lawrence asks, will there be an info page for all the equipments? Man, there's so many equipments. We thought about it, but we don't have, we don't have that. But we're not gonna do that in the short term yet. Right. So Jobert asks again, can we log good stats when rerolling? Yes, you can. You have to buy the advance. You have to buy the advanced one, and then you can log the stats before you um reroll. Kai asks, I don't think many people will buy a ticket for PvP with HON. How you encourage them to buy tickets? Obviously, the pool is going to be big to give that incentive, but there's no hard real answers here. We got to try it out. I mean, yeah, like, but then from all the solutions, remember I mentioned A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This is the best one that we got in terms of moving the ecosystem to be healthier. I think a lot of people have a lot of questions on the reroll. That's good to know. Academia asks which actions the team is doing to support all the players, like new events, and can we? Okay, so okay, let me just try again. Which actions the team is doing to support all players, like new events or prizes as a reward? Can we expect more? Yeah, we're gonna have a lot more campaigns. By the way, we're gonna have a lot more campaigns. We have more things coming up. We have tournaments. Again, because of the like the inconvenience created, we were so focused about the product again, about the security. But yes, there are more campaigns coming up. The PvP replay feature, well, that's hard, man. Loot up, that's a very good question, but that's hard because that is a huge server space to save for the replay. We're not ready for that. Silent Wolf asks, what's the meaning of holding 10k WND for opening Guildmaster account? Right, so basically, like you have like in your wallet, you have to hold that WND. For Guildmaster is 5,000. For games is 10,000. So when you hold 5,000 WND, basically you will open up the access in order to open the Guildmaster account. Terra, Terra Salgaros, you asked a very good question. All right, I like that. About the new accounts, these accounts don't have any chance to complete the weekly goal because these players don't have level 6 to play PvP ranked. What do you say about this? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. My answer is then progress these players to be beyond level 6. Like I mentioned about the proof of power, this is to eradicate zombie farmers. You get it? Right? So we want this ecosystem to be healthier. We want to reward players with the mastery of the game. Adriano asks, possibility of future new heroes and equipment sets. Yeah, we're thinking about it, but before that, we gotta focus on the proof of power as well as infinite war and assist mode. Will there be, Alejandro asks, will there be more or new additional benefits given for token holders? What are those? Right, so obviously, right, if you stake, you get better returns. But then we want to move this forward as well. Hopefully, sooner than later in terms of forming the DAO as well, in terms of the direction of the game. All right, so I think that's about it. I think most of the questions are relatively the same. All right, so thanks everyone for your time. With regards to everything that I just announced, we'll put it out on our Medium. Stay tuned and get excited for the listing of the new smart contracts and Pancake Swap tomorrow. Right, we're all very excited about it. And we are very excited with this new listing spells our second phase, which is the expansion of the WND Universe. All right, so that's all. Thank you everybody for your time. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you. And then this is Ethan, again, the co-founder and CEO of WonderHero. You can catch me in Telegram or Discord. I'll be there to reply your questions. And then me and my team, we are back to getting things up, pushing things forward. The next time we'll be talking together again is in a fireside chat with our new colleagues, and then we can have a lot more fun then. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.
諦めてしまったらそこでゲームが終了する。運命を変えることができなくても運命に立ち向かうことはできる。